It was late on a rainy Tuesday night when Daniel, a single dad, pulled into a nearly empty gas station. His old pickup rattled to a stop, his son sleeping soundly in the backseat with his school backpack tucked under his arm like a pillow. Daniel was exhausted, working 2 jobs just to keep the lights on, the gas tank nearly as empty as his wallet. As he swiped his last $20 bill into the machine, he noticed her. A woman sitting on the curb near the pump, shoulders trembling, face hidden in her hands. She wasn't just sad, she was breaking. For a moment, Daniel hesitated. Life had given him more than enough burdens of his own. But something in the way she tried to hide her tears pulled at him. He quietly walked over. "Ma'am, are you okay?" he asked gently. She lifted her head. Red eyes, mascara streaks, hair damp from the rain. "No, not really, but I'll be fine." Daniel didn't believe her. He crouched down, speaking in the same voice he used when calming his son after nightmares. "Look, I don't know what's going on, but nobody should be sitting alone out here in the cold like this." The woman looked at him, clearly startled by his kindness. Most people would have kept walking. Daniel offered her the only thing he could, his time. "I've got a thermos of coffee in the truck. It's not much, but maybe it'll help." After a long pause, she nodded. They sat in the cab of his truck, steam rising from 2 mismatched cups. His son stirred but didn't wake, the small rise and fall of his chest reminding Daniel of the reason he kept fighting every single day. The woman introduced herself as Claire. Her voice cracked as she explained she had just left an abusive relationship. She had nowhere to go, no one to call. Daniel didn't lecture her, he didn't judge, he just listened. When she finished, he quietly said, "I don't have much, but I know what it's like to feel stuck. If you need a safe place for the night, my house isn't fancy, but you're welcome." She shook her head immediately. "I couldn't. You don't even know me." Daniel smiled sadly. "Maybe not, but I know what it's like to have someone help you when they didn't have to. My boy's all I've got. And if I can show him anything, it's that kindness matters, especially when you've got the least to give." Claire stared at him, tears returning, but this time for a different reason. She declined the offer, but she left with a number scribbled on a napkin, Daniel's, just in case. The next day, Daniel's world turned upside down. He came home from work to find a car parked outside his small rental. A realtor's car, and standing by the porch was Claire, cleaned up, steady, but with the same searching eyes. "Daniel," she said softly, "I owe you more than a thank you. I went back last night, and I couldn't stop thinking about what you said, about kindness when you have the least to give. You didn't even know me, and you offered me safety." Daniel blinked in confusion. "Claire, I told you, you don't owe me anything." But then she handed him a set of keys. He froze. "What is this?" "It's yours," she whispered. "A house. Paid in full. No strings. I have more than I ever let people see. Money, security, things I once thought mattered more than people. Last night showed me what truly does. You gave me hope when I felt like nothing. Let me give you a place where your son can grow up without worry." Daniel's throat tightened. He wanted to refuse. Pride told him no, but when he looked at the small face of his boy, watching from the doorway with wide, innocent eyes, he knew this was bigger than him. For a long moment, he just stood there, silent, keys trembling in his hand. Finally, Daniel whispered, "I don't know how to thank you." Claire smiled through her tears. "You already did, last night at the gas station." And with that, something unspoken passed between them, proof that a single act of compassion could ripple further than either of them had ever imagined.